Good morning, everybody. It's morning here in the US. It's 10 a.m. here on the East Coast. We have with us Nasra. She is in Kenya, where it is 6 p.m. We are going to be learning today about making two traditional Kenyan products. So she's going to go ahead and teach us how that is. So go ahead, Nasra, if you can.
Okay, thank you. So, firstly, Kenya, I'd like to start by saying that Kenya is very diverse, and I personally live on the east coast side of Kenya. I live in an island known as Mombasa Island. It's a very old town, and it's filled with an ethnicity group called Swahili people. We speak Swahili, and this is like what I'm trying to say is this island is where Swahili originated, and Swahili basically is just a mixture of people from Persia and Bantus in Africa, where they just intermarried and that's how our ancestors come about. So most of our culture is really influenced by Persian cultures and a little bit of African culture. Hi, Jumbo. I can see a little bit Swahili there. So as introduced earlier, or as seen from the advertisement, we're gonna cook sweet coconut banana and juice, grape vine fruit juice, but we call it bungo. We call it bungo fruit. So basically, this is how the fruit looks. So we're gonna cut it and we're gonna make juice out of this, and we're gonna make some bananas. So for some reason, my banana just got a little bit too ripe because I bought them yesterday. For some reasons, it's just got black when I woke up. So hopefully this will work out. So I'm here with my mom, and my mom will be, helping me. She's here. You can say hi. She doesn't know English, so she'll be helping me. So yeah, we can start. But before that, I have a video that I wanted to show you guys so that you can see how a little bit of some prep of what we did, a little bit of some background. So I have a video here. Can you guys see it? Can you guys see a video? Christina, can confirm that?
No, I can't see it yet.
Okay, give me a minute then. Okay. I hope this won't take long.
Should be able to share your screen.
Yeah, I should. Just give me this will take long. Just yeah, got it.
So Zoom. Oh, there we go.
Okay. So basically this is the grapevine fruit there. And this is just okay. I don't think this is the one that I want. Just a picture. I wanted a video.
Sometimes if I've opened up a video, I've had to go back and I've had to stop sharing, open the video, then reshare and pick the video.
Okay. Okay, let me do that.
Like sometimes if I open up the video, it opens up another screen and it won't share that screen.
Okay. I think this is not giving me some problems and okay, let's try it again. Let me stop sharing my video first.
Let's see if we can figure this out. Well, she's working on this. Has anybody had anything like a banana coconut or this, have you ever seen this fruit? I don't even know if we can get this fruit in the US. And I remember asking her, I said, what it's like? I think it's almost like mango, almost. It looks a little bit like a cross between mango taste, I think, and I'm not sure. I'm thinking of the little oranges. It look like passion fruit. Kumquats. Oh, maybe kind of like kumquats. Um, I forget what she told me when I saw it. I said, oh, that looks really yummy. Kind of would like to eat some of that. Maybe kind of like a kumquat, like because you peel the top of the kumquat off, I think, or you can eat that kumquat whole. I know here we have muscadines, but that's like a grape. But I'm thinking that's just something that has a thick outer skin that you peel off.
Can you see my screen now?
No,
Not yet?
nope, I can't see it.
Okay, I think now that we can't see the video, I think I should just stop it there and just continue
Okay.
because I've been struggling and I don't want to like waste the time. So I'll just go in. Basically, we had coconuts and we just crushed it down. We already have a coconut here. And Najma, could you give me those? And I'll just show you the tool that we use to crush the coconut into this. Let me turn down the camera. So this is how a coconut looks. Basically, we call this nazi, and coconut is a really is one of the important. It's really essential in Swahili culture because we cook with coconut with almost everything from rice to beans to spicy food to dessert. We basically cook everything with rice, and we have
Somehow
this
you
tool
are upside
here.
down now.
I am sorry.
No, it keeps flipping you
I don't
upside down.
know. Okay, let me just put it this way. So we have this tool here, basically, and we usually just use this to put the coconut into this form. So basically, my mommy, I wanted to show you guys in the video. My mom just sits here, and she usually just rotates my coconut with this tool. We call it mbuzi. So just you rotate it for tiny particles here. Every Swahili household you find this because we use coconuts in absolutely everything. So yeah.
Oh, and it kind of shreds it. It just you put it over
Yeah,
the edge of it
like red.
and it shreds it.
Yeah. 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 So basically, I don't like that work. Like I usually avoid doing it because I'm not really good at it. But my mom, you just shred it down like this.
Right,
Okay.
like that.
That's how it is. Yeah, you just come and just rotate. You don't have any meat here because it's already shredded. So yeah.
Mhm.
So I think that would be the first step. And as I showed you guys, this is a fruit. I think it's a wild fruit. how people started eating it. I don't know how, but it's kind of like a wild fruit, and you can eat it. You can just cut it off and eat it. You don't need to like make juice out of it. It's kind of like a snack, so you can just cut it off, and we have this. So I usually just eat it as a snack. It's kind of sour, but it's also kind of sweet. It's a mixture of both. Kind of like just like mango, but also kind of like tamarind, a mixture of those two. I don't know how to explain it. So basically, we can start by, cutting off our fruit. We call it bungo. So we cut off our bungo fruit and soak it. And when it soaks, we can just prepare the bananas. So, Mom,
So question.
Okay.
Question for you, Nasra. Are you opening up that fruit? You're taking it out of the shell and you're soaking it?
Yeah, we're taking it out. This yellow substance here is what
Okay.
we'll soak. Yeah, just like how we soak. I don't know if you guys usually soak your tamarind. When you make tamarind sauce.
Okay.
But you just scoop it out and soak this thing here. So I just position a camera in a way that you guys can see. So
Right.
yeah,
So you're soaking that like in some water.
Yeah, with water. And then after some few minutes, we're gonna filter out the juice and blend it with sugar and some other things like ginger and cardamom, a lot of spices, but not spicy, not like sour spice, but more neutral spices like ginger and cardamom, all of that. Okay, the scientific name is Sabacomorensis. Okay, didn't know that. I think I'm going to check the video of how my mom cut off.
And so then she puts all that in a bowl with some water.
Yeah. Okay. Then I'm gonna scoop that out. If the camera is not positioned well, Christina can just alert me so that I put it well.
I will. It looks good right now.
Okay. So basically the fruits are very sweet and sour, and I love them, and I specifically love the juice. It's one of my favorite juices because, as I say, the taste is, and I usually can find like anytime. They're out of season currently. It took me a lot of time to find them. So yeah. So we're gonna add water to it and basically just leave it for some few minutes so that it sucks out sugar. So my mom says that we should fill the bowl.
Okay.
So just gonna leave it there for some time. And for now we're gonna be cutting our banana. So my mom had already started cutting the bananas there. So these are the bananas. As you can see, they're a little bit overripe. As you can see, they turn black, but they're still good. So this kind of banana, they're not the usual kind of banana. We have different types of bananas. My mom knows a lot of bananas, but I don't know the names. And but these are one of the bananas really, really famous here in Swahili culture. So basically, we usually you can't eat these bananas raw because they taste a little bit different from the normal bananas. So these are usually cooked with extra sugar because they're not that sweet. And
Is that
with the
kind of like,
coconut and
have you guys ever seen a plantain?
yeah. Kind of like a plantain, but a plantain is more of greenish,
Right.
if I'm not wrong. Yeah, kind of greenish. This is, as you can see, it's really yellowish and really ripe, but it's
Right.
not the normal plantain greenish or, the normal yellowish banana. This
Yeah.
is kind of
Yeah.
different. Not tasteless, but not too sweet. Just has like a really it is kind of sugary and sweety, but that's not that much, I would say. Let me have a taste and
Yeah. But I can tell it's thicker.
confirm.
It's a thicker type of banana.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's very fibrous, I think. Very fibrous. I don't know, it's kind of just some people don't usually peel the, don't take out the peelings for some reasons, but I think this a little bit overcooked. My mom will want to remove them, but normally she will cook them with the peelings. She says they taste sweeter with the peelings for some reason. I don't know why. But yeah. So basically I think my mom wants to prepare the coconut milk. She's gonna put the shredded coconut in the blender and blend it out, and so that she can filter out the milk. So I think from here you're gonna hear like a lot of noises because obviously the blender is gonna be blending and everything. Oh, okay. So add water into the blender with the shredded coconut, and you're gonna blend. Okay, so we're gonna filter out the coconut milk.
And she put that in the blender with water, right?
Yeah, with blender, now that it's a little bit blended, we're gonna filter out. So we're gonna filter out there, and she takes it back to the blender because she's gonna blend it again. Because she wants 2 bowls of coconut milk. So we have like a thick coconut milk and a lighter one. So the first filtration is for the thicker coconut milk, and the second filtration will be for the more thinner, because it's already blended and the juice is already out. So, but my mom just likes to blend it again and get another bowl of coconut milk.
If I had to do that much work for it, I would do the same thing.
Yeah.
And then I would keep what was left to
Definitely.
cook something with.
Yeah. So gonna blend it again. So here's the first bowl. It's very thick, but the other one will be a little bit lighter.
that, people, is fresh coconut
As,
milk.
as you can see, that this is kind of a little bit thicker. The
Uh-huh.
other,
Nasra, you're from Mombasa Island, right? Yeah, what was Mombasa Island. In January, we're going to do a tour with her of some of the things in Mombasa Island.
so yeah. So my mom is gonna filter out right into the pot with the bananas. So the first bowl, this is kind of like the first bowl of coconut. After it's already cooked here, she's gonna add now the thicker one again. So this is like for the boiling thing, so that after it softens, we're gonna add the thicker bowl of coconut milk. I mean, that people, in case you don't have like natural coconuts, and some people usually use the packed coconut milk or coconut powder, you can just boil it with water first. Then you can just add in the coconut milk or coconut powder later on after it's already softened with water. But for my mom, she wants to get the thinner coconut milk for the softening, and then she's gonna add the thicker one later on. So we do have an electric cooker, but a lot of Swahilis usually use a charcoal kind of a cooker. I don't know if it's a cooker or what, but usually we call it jiko. So my mom wanted to cook using charcoal. It's like if it's culture, we should cook with charcoal, and that's how she already made like okay, whatever that is, but out of charcoal.
I got
Don't
you,
know if you
yes.
guys can see it. Yeah. Yeah, so we're gonna put in the bananas there with the charcoal. She says when you cook with charcoal, it's sweeter because it's able to like boil slowly and soften a little bit slow compared to with a cooker, with an electric cooker or a gas cooker. So we're gonna put
Yes,
it there.
I
So
can
as
understand that.
that softens, we're gonna be crushing our cardamom here. So we have our cardamom. I don't know if you guys can see it. So my mom usually has this thing and she just crushes the cardamom there. So she's gonna kind of like peel out the cardamom and she's gonna peel out, and inside there are kind of seed-like things, and we're gonna crush. So she says this adds appetite and flavor and taste. She says it's an appetizer, right? Appetizer, isn't Mama? Naharu, ladha. And she says it adds on the flavor, taste, and also smell. So,
How many cardamom seeds are you using? About how many cardamom seeds?
I don't think she has like an amount, but I feel
know.
like 8 to 9 pieces are fine.
Okay.
Okay. So we're gonna crush it. She crushes it. I don't know if the camera is working.
Yes, it's like a muddler. Oh, is it black cardamom or green cardamom?
Cream.
Green? Okay.
Yeah, cream.
Green. Nice question, Alice, because I didn't even know there was cardamom in seeds. I know it was black or green. I just buy it in a jar.
We usually cook this with everything, with chai, with chili, with pizza, with so many things. Usually use cardamom for so many things. With orange. So, I don't know if you guys can hear me because the room is kind of like crashing back.
Very cool. I need one of those.
So, so she has finished crushing it. So you don't have to like crush it for it to be like fully in powder form. As you can see, it's not that let me position it well.
Go a little bit down, a little bit. There you go.
Yeah,
Ah, I see. Yeah, it's kind of a little bit. Okay.
yeah. So I'm just gonna add it there. So yeah, it's already boiled. It's already heating up. It's kind of hot because the charcoal. So we're gonna add sugar now instead of coconuts. And yeah, she said we shouldn't add a lot of sugar because it's already kind of sweet. Not too sweet, but already kind of sweet. So this we're gonna add the sugar here. Guess again? Okay, just 1 cup. Okay, she said that she will reduce. She doesn't have like a specific, amount. She just okay.
A little less than that though. Like that looks
She
like
does like a half a cup, I guess. So we're just
that
gonna
looks
add
like a
it
half
there.
a cup, I would think.
Yeah.
I know it's very interesting, isn't it, Alice? I said muddle, but I guess mortar and pestle is better. Is that would be Alice? Would that be the correct term? I know
Yeah,
muddle.
more temperature will be better. Yeah. But this
Right.
one is made of wood. It's not made of ceramic or I don't know, the other kind of
I know
we
there's
usually
some that
use
there's some
made
made
of
out
this,
of stone and different things too.
yeah. So in any Swahili household, having this is very important. We usually call it kilo because we usually crush everything with this. We crush cinnamon with it, we crush cardamom, we crush black pepper, absolutely everything because Mombasa is also known as the island of spices. We have a lot of spices. So we find people crush a lot of things. Apologies for the background noise. So I think now we're gonna be making the juice as that's boiled. So my mom said that we're preparing. No, so we're now gonna go to the juice part. So we're gonna cover the pot so that it boils faster. Okay, so now we're gonna go right into there. So we're just gonna rinse the blender so that we can put the juice for blend. So we have our ginger here. We're gonna use half. So we're gonna use half of this ginger and we're just gonna blend it with the juice. So my mom is really paranoid, so she really wants to do it herself. So I'm just gonna, so she's gonna be cutting off the ginger and put it there.
Does she peel the skin with it or does she leave the skin on it? It looks like
No, she
she's
just washes it. She washes it really well and adds the skin into it. That's how she likes it. I rather peel it off, but she likes to put it with the fillings on. So she says that now. So
You know, what's funny is I usually use
Maybe.
a little amount of ginger. That's quite a bit of ginger. That's probably very healthy.
Yeah, we usually add ginger. I thought she would do like all of them, you know. I would normally I think I would add only specifically like 3 quarters of it. No, is it you understand. Okay. So I don't know if I mentioned this, but the house one here, it's kind of like hammering. So we usually have seeds inside it. So when you lick this thing, zero. So when you lick it, there's a seed inside. So I was wondering why my mom was blending it without, I thought she would soak it and put out the juice and blend it, but she says she's gonna blend it with the seeds on. She says the seeds are very soft, they can be blended like passion, so we're just gonna be filtering it out. That's what
So
she
it'll just blend
says.
up in there. It'll just blend up and
Yeah,
disintegrate in there. Right, I got you.
yeah. Just like how passion juice is made to anyone who has made passion juice or so the blend. So we're gonna be blending it out. Apologies for the noise, but it's the end of the show.
I'm gonna just repeat what you said for Alice. She is talking about this. The fruit has seeds, but the seeds are very soft seeds. So she is blending it. She's blending it with the seeds because in the blender will cut up the seeds for them to eat.
So it's already blended. It's very thick, like mango. You can see here, very
So now it's all blended
so
up and it's very thick.
yeah, yeah. And we're just gonna be, just filter it.
I think, okay. Oh, and then she's gonna strain it.
Yeah.
Oh, straining it helps because then that gets some of those thicker seeds out of it. Any of the seed pieces, I would assume, out of it.
Yeah. Okay, so we're just gonna use a spoon now first.
Yeah, and help push it all through.
Yeah.
Which that can take some time, especially if it was thick.
Yeah, yeah. That's why I think we're just gonna do that part only.
Right.
So it's usually kind of sour, as I said. So we're gonna add like a lot of sugar in it.
Was the sugar already in there? Remember that like half a cup? Was that already in that when you blended
No,
it?
no, the half a cup was added into the banana.
Oh, that's right. That was the
The
bananas.
banana.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. This is not yet added anything.
I had a feeling I might need help keeping them both straight.
Yeah. I hope this won't take long. Começo só para pessoa ver. Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna end this there. So we're gonna strain it later on well, but basically that's the idea of it. And this is the juice. My mom puts it in the bucket because we have a lot of those fruits, so we're gonna make a whole bucket out of it. It's very hot here, so we're gonna have a whole bucket of juice, and we're gonna be drinking it for like the whole week or so. Because we usually drink like a lot of juice here. So,
I think where you might have the phone at is preventing the microphone from picking your voice up well.
okay.
I
In
don't know. I
this
think
format.
if it's sitting on something, I don't know if there's something in the way.
Okay. Let me put this. Can you hear me now? Well,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna be putting enough of that. So basically, I was saying usually I'll make a whole packet of juice once or twice a week because it's so hot here. We usually drink like a lot of juice here.
Yeah, I take it it's hot there right now.
Yeah, really hot. Yeah. So I'm gonna add sugar now. So this is the sugar, and my mom's gonna add it. Basically a lot of sugar. You're just gonna add it until you are satisfied. Because some people like the juices too sweet, some like it a little bit sour, and as much sugar. So we're gonna just be mixing it up. So just mix it up.
It's hot there, and then you have the charcoal thing going behind you as well.
I know, right? It's usually
And then you have
hot.
even more heat.
Yeah. It's fine. I'm used to it. When we were doing the interview on campus, so I'm back home and it's so hot. We don't really used to it, and again, we usually have this our traditional. This is how we usually wear it. So it's so hot. So let me have a taste of this.
So Alice, this is a drink and then a dessert. It's a sweet coconut banana dessert, and then there's a
Yeah,
drink
yeah,
that is the tamarind, or not tamarind, is the drink. Rubber vine drink.
yeah,
It's a rubber vine drink. You know
yeah.
what I bet?
Mhm.
I bet in order for us to make that coconut dessert, the banana coconut dessert here, because she's boiling those bananas, kind of, right? Like a
Yeah,
slow boil. I don't think we could use the regular yellow bananas that we usually get in the store. I have a feeling
yeah, I
using
don't
the
think so.
harder bananas, like there's purple bananas around here, there's some harder bananas that kind of
Mhm.
like hard like a plantain, I would think of, that has to go in there
Mm.
to boil that.
Yeah, but it's yellowish and fibrous.
Right, fibrous, right, because there's different types of bananas. So I'm gonna bet that this is not gonna be like the Chiquita banana we have here that people are used to. But when you go to the other grocery stores that have international foods, this has a different kind of
Yeah.
banana. Because I'm thinking
So
if you
now,
boiled our bananas, if you boiled a Chiquita yellow banana, it'd be pulverized. But
that'll be like smashed,
right,
mushy. I don't think that but this is another kind of banana. But I'm sure that they just need to
this
like
is a thicker,
probably send
harder
them a
banana
message.
that probably
Yeah.
gets very nice and soft when it's boiled slowly.
Mm, yeah. So I feel like it's already boiled and my mom wants to add the other bowl of coconut. So okay. Now she's gonna add the as you can see wait to be it's already boiled and softer, So we're just
Right.
gonna be adding the second bowl now of bananas. Of
She
coconut milk, sorry.
right. She
Thank you,
did the
Dada.
first one you said was the thin coconut milk, right? This is the thicker
Yeah,
one.
yeah. This is
Because the
thicker.
thin coconut milk you want to boil in, but this one would be too thick and probably would burn and stick.
Yeah, yeah. So we're gonna let it now boil again for the second time, and that's how we want it to be. So, basically Um, we're gonna close the pot again. And I think we're just gonna let it cook and serve it. So, and I'll show you guys how it is. And yeah,
Very cool.
yeah.
It's even just great to be in your kitchen.
Yeah, I do. I'm usually not in the kitchen that much. I'm not a very, you know, my mom likes to cook her food. She doesn't want us to cook. She says we don't know how to cook. She only knows how. So yeah. But basically, I love this, and so the cardamom is added to the bananas, not, but you can add cardamom to the juice. I have added cardamom to juices. I have added that. This specifically we added it to the bananas, and yeah, it's so nice and sweet, and very soft, and a little bit of fibrous because it's kind of like a mango. Mango is fibrous, but you don't feel the fiber in it. So it's the same
Right.
for these bananas. Yeah.
Right.
They're usually planted around, coastal areas around the Indian Ocean. I'm pretty sure in Asia, probably Philippines, and I think I've seen it in movies, Philippine movies, these bananas. They're very,
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
seem to be, tropical areas. I think that they.
I keep talking for a second. I have to get up and get my son a drink. He's not feeling well, so you can
Okay.
keep entertaining everybody.
So for these fruits, you don't necessarily have to make juice out of it. There are several ways you can eat it. So when I was young, we used to have this fruit, and we would add salt, red pepper, powder from like chili powder, let's say that, and sugar, and you'll cook it for some time and just eat it as a snack. Sounds so like sweet and sour at the same time. That's how I would usually eat it. But yeah, you can make juice out of it and a lot of health benefits. If you Google it, I'm sure you'll find a lot of health benefits out of this fruit. And the bananas and the coconuts and everything is just so amazing. The smell, the taste, very, exotic, I would say. Do you eat it with the skin? No. No, you can cook it with the skin, but we don't eat the skin. So just scoop it out when you eat. Not necessarily eat the skin. I've not seen anyone doing that. Um, if you have any question, you can just say it. I'll just answer you as soon as possible. And yeah, basically, this is bungo fruit. People call it grapevine. Like, okay, I googled it and I saw that people call it, I don't know, grapevine fruit, but you call it bungo fruit. The bananas are boiling there, but I think after around 3 to 4 minutes, it will have cooked entirely.
Do you see the Nasser, do you see the I have a feeling she froze. I missed it. She froze, didn't she? Uh, I'm the boss of my kitchen as well. Yep, she froze. Let's see if she gets back in. So there was two questions. I don't know if you got to answer those. The cardamom was added to the bananas or the vine fruit?
The bananas.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then do you eat it with the skin? Alice, do you mean the fruit, the rubber vine
Um,
fruit, or do you mean the coconut, the banana?
I assumed the banana skin, but we don't eat both. I have not seen anyone eating any of the skin. Banana fruit, I have not seen anyone eating it.
Okay. You don't eat any of the skins.
Mm.
No. Okay.
So it's boiling as you can see there, but we want it a little bit thick. We want it thick because it's gonna thicken. So this is not yet ready. You should see it thick. When you see it, as you see it getting thicker, you know that it's good to eat. But for now, I think we have to leave it for another few, I guess 2-3 minutes.
Very interesting.
Make sure you cover it, because if you leave it out in the open, it takes a lot of time to thicken. And
Right. Yes.
again, as I said, yeah, my mom wants to use charcoal because she believes it's gonna taste better and cook better, and boil well with the charcoal.
Chocolate?
Yeah,
Like the cacao?
charcoal, like the charcoal cooker.
Oh, with the charcoal. I got you. Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
I was getting excited thinking about chocolate. Um, Thank you very much for doing this because I know it's not easy. It's not easy doing a cooking demonstration. I've had to do a few in my kitchen here for Atlantic Institute, and it hasn't been an easy thing because you have to move the camera and you have to,
Navigating through it, but I think it will get better
yeah,
as I do
very
it
good.
more.
Yeah.
Mm.
Kathy she said, we love that your mom is the boss of the kitchen. She sounds like many moms we know.
Yeah, yeah. I don't usually enter the kitchen because she's gonna tell me do this, do that. I don't know. Only I know. I'm like, okay. You gotta cook everything. Yeah, she didn't even want me to like. She pressured me at 4 p.m. She's like, we should start this. I'm like, no. She even like shredded the coconut way before this. I wanted her to shred. I'm like, no, we should prepare everything. She's kind of, very paranoid and
Yeah,
organized
sometimes
and everything.
sometimes prep helps.
Yeah,
I've
yeah,
tried
yeah.
when I've hosted some of these, I've tried to make the dish and then have it made so that people can see it towards the end instead of waiting for it, but that didn't work.
Mm, yeah. Yeah, I
So,
also did believe that, but I just wanted you guys to see how she shreds, how she sits into it, because I personally don't know how to shred, because I've cut, because it's a blend. As you guys
it's a
can
blade at the
see,
end.
yeah,
It's
it's
a
a blend.
blade.
So I've cut myself several times because of this.
I bet. Yes.
Yeah. So I'm like, I wanted you guys to see how she shreds, because it's a very common thing here. Not every, I think with artificial food and I don't know GMOs and everything, we usually don't eat organic food that much. But back here in Mombasa, I feel like people still shred coconuts, and it takes a lot of time. And sometimes you have to shed blood to get it out, because again, it's a blend there.
And
But
she did a great job. Look, she got that. I'm thinking that takes talent to get that coconut shell completely clean of all of that
yeah,
coconut because
yeah, and
I would not look that good.
and the fact that she does it in 10 minutes or so is very surprising.
I'd be there for an
There's,
hour.
there's Nasra Waka said, I'm still in school, I'm in campus, so I stay around 12 hours from home. So it's the holiday, it's December, it's holiday, so I have to come back home.
Yes,
But
you're
normally
in college, right?
yeah, I'm in university. I'm doing law in university. Yeah.
Yeah, she's studying law in the university over there, about 12 hours from her home in Mombasa.
Mm.
And so we met Nasra through that, through advertising for independent dialogue contractors, and she is studying as a college student studying. So that would be how we met her.
I don't see Paula. Where is she? Or she around?
And is it close to dinner time over there? If it's like 6 p.m., going to be 7 p.m.?
Yeah, but we're not really at dinner people. We are more of lunch. Usually eat lunch together, like in one plate, just sit and
Right,
eat. But I feel like right now anyone can just serve their food and eat because the lunch food will just stay there in the pot and anyone can just serve for themselves. So we're not
right.
just gonna warm it up, serve for themselves and eat. Today we had this bread we have chapati, a bread called chapati. If you've ever heard of chapati, and coconut beans. So we had coconut beans and chapati. So good to be home. Back in campus, I just have to eat noodles and tea, like and fries. You really can't have that homemade food. But now that I'm home, I can eat healthier food, tastier food, homemade
And so
food. So
she made beans with coconut too?
yeah, we add coconut milk inside the beans, into the beans, yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. It's a very common food, kind of like staple food. Everyone eats chapati with coconut beans here.
Okay. Very interesting. I'm thinking, can I open up a can of beans and put some coconut milk in there and cook that and try it?
You should just make sure you don't like just cook a small amount of food. Try it out if you like it. You know,
Right. Very
cook it.
interesting.
Yeah. And I think coconut is put in all things. We also put coconut in rice.
Right. Yes,
Usually,
I've seen coconut and rice.
yeah. My mom says it's ready, so I'm just gonna show you guys. I don't think it's thick enough. I think it's kind of ready. Man, is it? No, 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 okay. She says when it cools down, it's gonna thicken. It's
Right.
gonna thicken even more when it cools down. I don't know if this looks the same with the picture, but I think it kind of looks the same. What does she look to know it's ready? So
So
basically,
Kathy wants to know what does she look for to know it's ready?
so as you can see,
Just that
this
it's
is very thick. This is this thickness,
uh-huh.
and it's also very soft. Can just I think also the test is gonna say a lot, but she says when it cools down, it's gonna thicken, and I think that's right. It's very thick. Okay, I don't think this is very thick, but you can see some thickness, this whitish
Some of that
thickening.
is thick, right? Some of that cooked some, right?
Yeah. So let me have a taste here. I hope I'll not burn my tongue. Let me test this.
Make sure you blow on it.
Yeah. Oh, did. Hmm. I think it's kind of good. Let me have a taste of the banana.
Yeah, I would never have thought to put these together, but I feel like I need to make this now. Yeah, go ahead. I'll eat it.
Okay, I have a taste.
Pass it through the phone because that looks good.
Yeah. I'm gonna take some juice in it. So I'm gonna have like a very good dessert.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah, very sweet. I think it's kind of healthy. If I'm gonna say, I don't know.
I mean, that's pure,
But my
I
my
mean,
auntie,
that's all very healthy.
yeah,
And I'm sure that your sugar is better than other sugar.
yeah. I feel like I eat healthy at home. Like when I'm at my house, I eat very healthy because again, we don't add oil into our foods. We just use coconut milk because coconut milk has oil in it. So when we put beans, we don't put oil into the beans. We just put the coconut milk. You just find it's a little bit greasy because of that. I usually just, put the coconut milk and that's it. Yeah.
Oh, very interesting.
So basically, even when we make stews, we make coconut fish stew, coconut meat stew. When we cook seafood, we don't fry the crabs or the shrimps or the octopus. We just add coconut into it as flavor. It's very exotic and very. I think coconut is we're kind of like Moana. If I can say that, like the Moana Island.
Uh-huh.
They have coconut all over. So for us, I think it's kind of the same. It's an
Very
island. We have a
interesting.
lot of palm
So
trees
instead
and
of
coconut.
oil or grease, you use coconut. Okay, very interesting.
Yeah, so it does have oil in it. Because again, fat is kind of important, but so long as it's natural and the amount is. So my mom wants to solve. She's gonna add. Let me come back. She wants to just- Right. But when you leave it to cool down, it's gonna thicken even more.
I noticed, I don't know if you guys noticed, like she didn't really stir the pot when it was cooking. It kind of just
Yeah,
sat there
yeah,
and simmered. I think
yeah,
stirring it might break down the bananas even more. But she just kind of like let it sit there and simmer. So I think that was kind of interesting too. I mean, and then
yeah, yeah. My mom is emphasizing that when it cools down, it's gonna thicken. So don't worry. When
right.
all that greases, it's gonna be very thick after some time. But I don't know if you have that time because it's already 7. But yeah, basically, my mom's gonna serve that to her husband because my dad likes it like a lot. Like,
Yeah, very good.
yeah. So yeah, I think we're just gonna put the juice inside a glass. We're gonna put the juice inside a glass and see how it looks. The bananas are so sweet. I'm just gonna add cucumber. 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 Okay. So I'm just gonna run out the juice here. So yeah, I think this is the end product. So
Very nice. The end product. And then I
yeah,
think
no,
that sauce goes on top of it too, the banana,
yeah, yeah.
the
It's
the coconut sauce.
really good to you, yeah. So you can eat this with rice. Normally we eat it with the rice. You can eat it the way it is. But most of the time, normally we have this kind of like a tradition whenever we cook, we have like a main meal, we have a dessert and a snack. So the main meal will be like the rice, and this will be like, the dessert will have a little bit of a snack, probably like, roasted potatoes, and a drink, obviously, because it's very hot. Usually take a lot of juices here, especially passion. So my mom is adding in the sauce in it. So most of the time we have like, a lot of juices, tamarind, passion, cucumber juice, and so many other juices. So
Very
yeah,
cool.
I think we've come to an end of our
Yes.
cooking
Anybody
session.
have, and does anybody else that's on here have any other questions?
Does the drink have any? No, it doesn't have coconut milk.
Right.
Yeah. I think we do drink coconut water, the water inside the coconut, but the coconut milk itself from the coconut meat, it's usually not very tasty. You have to cook it with something. Just drinking it the way it is, no, it doesn't taste unless you just chew the coconut itself. But the milk, not really. The coconut water, yes. The colorless one inside the fruits, you can drink it.
Okay. So I've had coconut water. I'm not a fan, but maybe this
Yeah.
real coconut water might be that way.
Mm. Any other question?
No, that's about it. Anybody have any other questions? Just let your mom know. Kathy said, thanks so much. Wonderful learning from Nasra and mom right in the kitchen with them. So
No, thank you so much.
and Alice said, thank you so much. Everybody enjoyed it. So let your
Yeah,
mother
thank
know we
you.
said thank you as well, because I know it's hot
Yeah.
o'clock at night and
Is
she'd
there a
rather
recipe?
Hmm? I'm sure she'd rather
Someone
not be back in the kitchen.
she's gonna take a bath and probably she's going to pray because it's a prayer time.
Okay.
But she insisted I show you guys these coconuts. She thinks you guys don't know what a coconut is, but yeah.
No, I will tell you, that's good to see, because I will tell you that there are different coconuts. I made
Sorry.
something with some guava and I cut it up and it was really pink and it was white. So it was a different kind of
Oh,
guava. So I was like, this is good to see that this is like the light
you want to
brown.
break it? She wants to break it so that you guys can see how it looks and how she breaks it. Okay.
Okay, I'm
She
good for
breaks
that.
she, she has this very big knife, so she's gonna crack it. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So let me turn. Okay. That's how it looks. So when you break it, it's gonna have some coconut water. So this water, okay, it's kind of whitish because we use this bowl for the coconut milk and it wasn't well rinsed. But this water is drinkable. It's kind of tasty.
Right.
But this is the one that's shredded.
Right.
So maybe you can show how we shred. So gonna just put it there and gonna shred it using your hands. I hope she won't cut herself. So gonna shred it down like that. So she usually sits on it, but we just okay, you want to sit down? My mom wants to sit down.
It's easier to just
Okay.
do it the way you're supposed to do it. So yep,
Yeah.
sit down
So
and
yeah,
shred the
even though
coconut.
she's sitting there, she's gonna now shred. So yeah. So can you see just rotate it as you shred it?
Yeah, no, I get it. I get it. Very cool.
Yeah. So after around 10 minutes, she's finished with her shredded.
Very
Yeah,
neat.
yeah. I think that's enough. Natasha, yeah. So she really wanted to you guys to see that.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. Very neat. That
Yeah.
takes talent.
Yeah. Yeah. She's
Uh-huh,
gonna
thank
pray.
you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll
Okay.
let you know.
I think we've come to an end.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Guys, everybody else, thank you very much.